Beyoncé has done it once again. What's up everyone, and welcome to The Green Screen, and today we're going to be talking about Black is King. Black is King is a music, film, and visual album that was written, directed, and executively produced by Beyoncé Knowles-Carter. The film is meant to accompany The Lion King The Gift album that was released last year along with the movie of the same name. As Beyoncé has done it once again. This visual album, wow. Beyoncé is really showing us why she has the title of queen in the music industry, because this is far above anything that I've ever seen before that an artist has ever produced. Now, I'm gonna do my best to be as unbiased as possible because I'm a huge Beyoncé fan. I am definitely one of the beehives, and this was bomb. So I'm gonna try, like I said, to be as unbiased as possible, but y'all already know it's lit. I'm just gonna tell you now, it's lit. So let's get to it. I'll be reviewing this movie based off of 3 major categories. One would have been music, but we already know the music is lit because it's Beyoncé, so we don't even need to touch that category. So the remaining 3 will be the plot, the visuals, and of course the camera work. So the plot follows the exact same thing as The Lion King, the movie, where we're following Simba and his journey through betrayal, love, and self-identity. The only difference is it's going to be told from the perspective of Black people today, as well as a musical representation of the storyline, which of course is told by the queen herself. It was very interesting to see how the plot was integrated into the music and just how that portrayed the African culture and the storyline itself. And to be honest with you guys, I think it was very well executed. The only thing I have to criticize would be at some parts of the interlude where Beyoncé was speaking, the pace was a bit slow, and I feel like she probably did it for the dramatic effect. It just dragged it on a little bit longer than I think it needed to be. Other than that, in terms of the plot, fantastic. Round of applause for the visuals. The visuals played a huge component in this film because we were able to see the idea and the imagination behind the music of this film. This represented African culture in a way that showed its natural beauty. There were costumes from various African tribes, they were colorful, they were boisterous, and it just shows you the creativity that Black people have, and this made me very, very proud to be a Black person. The film also captured lots of beautiful natural landscapes, both in Africa as well as other continents. It was an amazing experience to see that much beauty is in the world today. And it just shows us how much we should be appreciating the earth for all of her beauty. In the film, there was a scene where Beyoncé had these long braids. She had to use stairs for these braids. My only question was, who took the time to braid all of that? Do you know how many months that must have taken? Or maybe it was a lot of people, because that was a lot. That was really a lot. And then there was this other scene where this little girl was getting her hair planned and she had this face that we all know as Black people getting our hair done, that it's not a pleasant experience, but when it's done, it looks good. I know for me, I used to hate getting my hair plait because it took so long, and then you couldn't even watch TV because at some points you had to bend your head or turn it to the side and you're trying to put your head back so you could see, and then the person who's doing your hair is just like, no, please, keep it down. There's none of that. And so you just have to wait for the experience to end and then enjoy the time you had until your next braiding session. Also, Beyoncé was serving body for days. Sis had twins, 3 children, and was just serving it up, and I'm just like, I need to know the secret. Something. Please tell us your workout regimen. There was a scene in the movie where Beyoncé was holding this boa constrictor, and I was just like, girl, you cannot pay me enough money to hold that big snake that could potentially just suffocate me to death. I can't do it. but kudos to you because it wasn't gonna be me. Towards the end of the movie, there was this scene where Beyoncé had a basket with a baby boy, and it was definitely giving us the Prince of Egypt vibes. And for those of you who haven't watched that movie, it's based on the biblical story of Moses. So back in the Bible times, they were trying to get rid of all newborn Hebrew boys, and the way that Moses was saved was that his mother put him in a basket into the river Nile, where the queen later found him, and that's how Moses stayed alive. So at this particular scene, Beyoncé was doing the exact same thing. So it was a very heavy scene, and in the background you can see that it looked like there was some dust storm that was going on, and to be honest with you, this is one of the visuals that I was a little disappointed with because clearly that dust was fake. Some of it was real, but majority of it was not. Other than that, this was a body of art that was encompassing of African culture, but also the creativity that is derived from our Black roots. And you just have this opportunity to see so many colorful representations with the costumes, the body art, to even the natural resources that are found in this film. And I truly, truly appreciate it to see the beauty that is found in a place where many people in the world look down on. The camera work definitely helped us as the audience to connect with all of the emotions that seeing the beautiful landscape and the culture and just being in touch with the music has brought. So I think they did an excellent job with the directing of the camera. Overall, I'm gonna give this film an A-, not because Beyoncé just worked her magic, but because this was a multicultural visual masterpiece. This had breathtaking sceneries and landscapes, costumes that are very, very iconic, and something that we would just never be able to forget because it was so vibrant, so beautiful and colorful, and just an awesome representation of the Black community in Africa. And it also is very empowering to Black people all over the world and showing us that we are a culture that is rich with creativity, imagination. I believe that the message in this film is so much greater than just The Lion King, but it's a multicultural body of work that shows us that being Black is awesome. This project couldn't have come at a better time, especially given the events that are going on in the US today. I think that this is a film that shows us the beauty and power of being Black and the creativity that we have. And always remember that we are great no matter what anybody says. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.